to address the exterior of the boat. Fiberglass skin, things like that. We'll be painting pretty soon. This is the very top where the flying bridge goes. It is probably in the best shape of the whole boat. We took the bridge off yesterday, so I will come up here and patch that hole and this crack. Then we'll fill all the screw holes with a little wooden plug and some epoxy to make sure that when the screws go back, they'll go back in the same holes. Everything will be the same, that they get a good bite and hold well. And we'll put a little sealant on them. So time to go down one layer. The bridge, the console, it's good. It doesn't have any cracks. It doesn't do anything. It's just a big piece of plastic. But it's good. It could use a painting, and extra holes in the dash need to be filled. But it's in good shape. Now this deck, this is a different story. This is where we removed the two air conditioners. One here, one there. These need to be cleaned up and smoothed out. And this corner, this inside corner had a serious crack and was leaking water. So I had grinded it. What did I do? I put the grinder on it and removed a bunch of material and put back epoxy with several layers of tape. So structurally it's good, but cosmetically I still need to work on it. That crack on the other side, it's still here. This will need to be cleaned up, and we will remove the handrail and redo all the holes to make sure there's nothing leaking through the handrail holes. I'm going down one more level. Not sure what was mounted there, but I've plugged the holes and we'll grind it smooth. Both sides of the back window have patches on them because they had this stainless steel duct going into the engine room. I don't think it was original. I think originally they had a plastic one. So the structural patches have been complete, and now I just need to go back and do cosmetic and make them pretty. There's one on each side at the top. This is where I pulled off a sheet and replaced the plywood underneath it. And there's two at the bottom, so we need to make them pretty. When I jacked up the ceiling, I left a divot right here. It holds water all along here on both sides. Like there's a big camber, and then there's a little dip, and then it goes down the wrong way. So I think when we get the handrail off, I'm gonna go ahead and fill that area. I don't like the fact that water's sitting there, although it's not leaking because there's no holes there. We just don't like it. And then of course we sealed in the window a while back, so we need to finish doing the repairs here. We just need some skim coats with a Bondo. This is the little vent that I have added, and it does not leak, so it's good. This is a crack that probably leaks. That's going to need to be addressed. There's one in the back too. That's where the boat was put together from the factory. This was where the anchor windlass was mounted and dropped the chain through a hole. It's kind of a bad design, so I patched it. There was another smaller hole. Be a hose pipe where the anchor chain dropped down in there. I plugged it. The rest of the front area is in pretty good shape. I know it's dirty as hell, but that's just a temporary phenomenon. This is a seam that the boat was put together. The top went onto the bottom. And there was wood down here, and this is screwed into the wood with these screws. They're about 12 inches on center around the perimeter. And some of the wood rotted, so some of the screws let go. So some of this opened up. And during the last 8 months or so, we've gone with a caulk gun and just caulked some of it. Not very well there because it was leaking pretty badly.
But now we're going to go around the boat and grind off all the caulk and retape that joint like we did here. We've got 2 layers of E-glass all the way across the front, and then we put this little thing back on just to get it out the way. I've got a layer of glass on the back side of this because it was really thin and crumbly. So this will come off again, and we'll don't really have to make this pretty because it doesn't show. It has a big old aluminum bumper strip that comes across the front. And this doesn't show because it goes, the catwalk covers it up. But we want to make it a little stronger and a little more watertight before we put the catwalks back on. So plenty of work ahead of us for the next few weeks, and the leaves have about all dropped, so we'll be able to clean up the boat, and it should stay cleaner now that fall is over.
So I spent the last 6.5 minutes describing most of the major bodywork type things we have left to do. I only wish the actual work would go as fast as the description. We'll be sanding and grinding for quite a while. We'll try to make the boat look pretty like it was when we bought it. Thanks for watching.